What's up? What is up? It's the JD CeeLo podcast coming at you once again, this time with the World Cup edition.
Yes, sir.
We are officially down to what is now the semifinals. We had just finished the results of the quarterfinal games, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Lots and lots to talk about. Es el Mundial. Qatar 2022.
And watch your mouth. Final four. Oh, this is going to be a good one, this one. Oh.
So before we begin, again, don't forget to hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button, the notification button. Don't forget to follow us on our other platforms, the Apple Podcast, the Spotify's, the iHeart Radio, and officially as well, Amazon Music. So you can find us on each one of those platforms under the JD CeeLo podcast edition, or the name, rather. So, guys, thank you so much for being a part of the show. We are officially in World Cup semifinals. The final 4 games were played today to find out who were going to be the final fours. And we got a lot to talk about because, holy cow, what a bunch of games that just left you at the edge of your seat. Plenty of upsets, plenty of upsets, and we'll get into that as well. It was just amazing to see, these results. And then now, we can officially say the first African nation to ever hit the Final Fours, Morocco. Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
We'll start off by talking about them. It was just amazing to see their energy, their tenacity, their ability to play their game, their Moroccan game, instead of thinking they needed to play like the Europeans and finessing and all. No, man, they were gritty. They were nasty. They gave it to Portugal. There was plenty of opportunities for both teams to score even more. A lot of lost opportunities, in terms of trying to score a goal. Portugal had plenty of opportunities. We'll get into the whole Ronaldo coming off the bench story there.
Well,
but
that's what I was going to say right there. We have some broken-hearted people.
Yep, absolutely.
And we got some happy people.
Absolutely.
And we're going to explain.
And yesterday's results, it was the Brazil upset happening there. I would have never thought in a million years that Brazil would be out, but they lost their game to Croatia.
Let's start there.
Yeah.
Let's start there before we
absolutely.
bounce around. Let's start with the Croatian-Brazil game, because as me rooting for Argentina, if I'm an Argentine fan, which I am, I root for them. Obviously, I'm a big Messi guy.
Right.
We got to get Brazil out of there.
Right. But
okay, they are one of the favorites to go in with France. These are the big-time countries that are full of talent, and they're always the favorites to get in.
Well, I mean, from top to bottom, even the bench players could be starters.
Yeah.
Talent from top to bottom. The talent when it comes to Brazil, there's no other team like them. It's ridiculous.
Now, if memory serves me correct, this was a long game, a 0-0 score.
Yes,
all the way to the extra time.
No, when it came to
which was the first goal. If again, I'm trying to remember. There's so many of these games are attached together.
The first goal was in extra time. Yes. Neymar got one in
107th minute.
The 106th,
something like that. 106.
106. Right. And then Croatia came right back. 10 minutes later, they scored their goal.
Right. Well, to go up to that, let's just say back and forth. Croatia played good defense.
Right.
You neutralized some of these fucking big time weapons that Brazil got, and basically almost lured us to sleep on before Neymar, who had that was a beautiful play that he did there.
Right.
I give him that. And score the good goal there. And to me, we were talking about this.
Right.
That's where you close the game, because remember, the 107th minute, you cannot let Croatia 3 minutes later.
No, absolutely
and tie
not.
the fucking game up.
Absolutely not.
You just can't. Just defend the way you've been defending.
Right. As we like to use the term, you park the bus. That means everyone's playing defense. You create a ginormous wall, right in front of the penalty box, even into the penalty box. You create this ginormous wall, and you just hold on for dear life. And the problem was Brazil was still playing like as if they wanted to score again. And Croatia was attacking. Like, this is this desperation now. This isn't,
of course,
you know, hey, we got plenty of time here. Let's try to finesse it. No, Croatia kept, putting on the pressure. And Brazil, instead of holding on and putting their defense back there and holding on as hard as they can, which I know they can because they've played great defense before, they allowed Croatia to sneak in on the 117th minute and score the equalizer. And that is what took the breath out of the entire stadium. I mean, it was just every Brazilian there was with their mouth open. I couldn't believe it because I saw Neymar get that goal in. I thought game was over. I thought that Croatia didn't have enough because, again, it's extra time. We're talking the 110th, 115th minute. These guys have been running around like a bunch of like first graders all game long. They're exhausted. Muscles have been cramping, and it's hot as hell over there. Yeah. It's fucking Qatar, for crying out loud. You know, and they just let them get in. They snuck in through the back door, and they got that goal in there, which equalized the game. And now we go to the penalties.
Yes.
And this is the part that if you're a soccer fan or, un seguidor de fútbol, as I like to call it, because I hate calling it soccer sometimes, you don't like the penalty kicks because it's all by chance. It's all a flip of the coin type of thing.
Yes.
Because you could have played the most perfect game in terms of defensively or even offensively, and it comes down to these kicks that have to be precise. And in a pressured, you're in a pressure cooker right now.
Pressure.
And as they say, pressure bust pipes.
Yep.
And
they've missed some awful ones. Oh,
here's the only critique I'll give Brazil is
only critique.
Well,
you just laid it out.
Not the only critique, but this is when it comes to the penales. When it comes to penales, I would have liked it better if Neymar would have started the penalty kicks. He waited. He didn't even get to do his own kick because they already missed so many. They were gone. Yeah. So I understand maybe the strategy was to leave him for last to be the deciding one.
Yeah, to win it.
But a guy like Neymar, man, you got to be the first one. You are the team captain. You are the Messi of Brazil for that team.
And they got plenty of guys to score.
Oh, so absolutely.
Put your star up there. Take the lead. Put the pressure on them.
Exactly. Which is what Argentina does with Messi. Yeah. So if you're going to go into penalties, get your best guy in there, start off the right way. But no, they waited for the last minute. And again, that it's neither here nor there. Again, this is hindsight. We're talking here.
Yeah.
But it's amazing to me to know that Brazil, as talented as they are, to really crack under the pressure and miss penalty kicks the way they did yesterday.
Yeah,
it was amazing to see that.
Yeah,
and Croatia was just. They looked the goalie straight in the face, and I'm coming right at you, and that's what they did. And the better team won. Honestly, the better team won. I mean, that's all we can say.
Good for them. Good for them because I wanted Brazil out of there.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
And Neymar crying, whining. I get it. I couldn't make it. Yep. Another year. And everybody that likes to shit on other countries as far as, Petro Frio, you never win the World Cup. Well, you know what? You should be saying the same now for Brazil.
Yep.
All you guys now, dude, that love to shit on the Argentinas of the world and the Englands of the world and the France who made the hump finally their last World Cup. Yep. They got all this talent, never winning. Well, it's time to get on Brazil now.
Yeah.
And Neymar's got another donut.
Yep.
All right? So that's going to hurt his legacy too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just to give you an idea, look at the shots on goal. Brazil had 11. Croatia had 1.
That's ridiculous, man.
You had an 11-1 advantage on shots on goal. And Brazil, you had plenty of opportunities. Yep. Hell, if you would have reached 6 shots on goal, that's plenty enough for you to score at least 2.
They're clearly the better team, Chris.
Absolutely.
They choked under the pressure.
Absolutely.
The pressure just got to them. You make mistakes, and when you make mistakes, they pay for it.
Look at this. Croatia had 11 saves. That goalie of theirs saved that game.
Played his ass off.
Saved that game.
Yep. At the end of the day, you pack up your bags, you kiss everybody, you say sayonara, you say goodbye, adios in Portuguese.
Yep.
And it's time to go.
Yeah.
All right. And that's and thank God, because between them and France, I needed one of those guys to be out of there to make this a little bit more smoother ride.
Yep.
For the team that I'm rooting for.
Yep.
And the penalty kicks wasn't even close. 4-2. Es una pela when you talk about penalty kicks.
When you talk about penalty kicks, absolutely.
I mean, you didn't even get to the fifth hit.
Right.
That's brutal.
Right.
So
And
thank you for participating, Brazil.
Yeah.
You look cute with all you guys with your little blonde hairs and with pelo pintado and
Right.
kissing.
And they each game that they've had, right, starting from the group stage all the way up to now, they've dominated.
Yeah.
So they literally let this fall between their fingers, between their fingertips, like if it was quicksand.
Yeah.
Brutal. So it's unfortunate. So let's move on to the next game, which was the Argentina versus the Netherlands.
No, let's leave them for last. Let's do the one that's today, Chris. Let's do England and France because that's the fresher one.
True.
Let's do that one.
All right. So let's go England and France.
Yeah. We'll leave the other two for that because we're dealing with the two most popular players in the world, and we'll attach them together.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So England versus France. Obviously, France is the
odds-on favorite.
The odds-on favorite. They're the defending champs. Again, they're very much like Brazil right now as far as top to bottom. They're full of talent. But England is not far behind.
No, and they had the opportunities.
England had the opportunities. Absolutely.
That shot in the back and two penalties. So in other words, that's how England was going to get their goals.
Right. And Kane fought and he shot the first one.
Kane got the first one.
So,
cool.
So you would think, he'd be a little bit more, more settled down.
Yeah.
I get it. There's a lot riding on it. It was like, I believe it was the 89th or 88th minute.
Yeah.
That Harry Kane came up again. It was a blatant foul.
Yeah.
If you didn't see that foul, then you are as dumb as you look.
Yep.
But that was I was about to ready to throw an NFL flag and yell out pass interference because the man just completely just destroyed him in the box. I couldn't believe that the referee didn't call it at that moment. He had to go look at the VAR.
Thank God for VAR, bro.
Yeah,
Thank
I
God,
know.
because if that's the old school games that we had back 10, 20 years ago,
they wouldn't call it.
They would have not called it, and that would have been a travesty. But at the end of the day, Kane blows the kick.
Yes.
So not only did they give you the goddamn penalty now, you got to cash in.
Got to capitalize on that.
And that game will be tied, and God knows what happens after that. You continue to play the extra time and possibly into penalties, and then you take your chances.
Right.
But now you go out in the whimper, England. Again, you get knocked out by France. France seems to have your number.
Right.
That game was a 2-1 score now, and I can't even pronounce this guy's name, the one who scored for France. Aurelien. Aurelien is his first name. They just call him Aurelien.
Tuchemeni. Yep. Tuchemeni and then Giroud.
Missile.
And he shot one that,
oh my God.
It was the last thing you would think of coming from him.
Yeah.
He shot one that was so perfect, man.
Now, Giroud was very good because he's been active for the last about 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Giroud is a true number 9.
He scored that on the 78th minute. But if you look from the 70th minute and on, it was center after center after center for him.
Yes.
They were literally targeting him.
Yeah.
Get in there. Get in there. He missed.
Because of his height.
They double teamed him. They pushed him. They knocked him.
Absolutely. And those are the adjustments that you do when you go into halftime. You make those adjustments. What have you seen? What are you looking at?
Right.
And Giroud probably told him, this guy that's defending you, every time I come to the middle, he's not my height or he's not playing me right or whatever. Just give it a shot. We'll see. And that's exactly what happened on the 78th minute.
So he hits the header and it technically bounces off the defender's shoulder, kind of ricocheted.
Right. Ricocheted him.
And still, it was perfectly put, and that was your 2-1 game.
Yep.
But this game should have been tied up on penalty kicks.
Long time ago.
And Kane is not. I'm not going to shit on Kane because he got the first one and he was very active.
England was shooting. England was attacking.
Yeah, man.
They had 8 shots on goal, and France only had 5.
Yeah.
So
they were active.
England was attacking.
They were active,
absolutely.
Man.
They were pretty much attacking.
That's a tough blow.
And England had the possession of the game. It was a 57% over a 43%. So England was very much playing their game. It's just they didn't capitalize on those opportunities.
And limiting the opportunities for Mbappe.
Exactly. Mbappe was completely and utterly neutralized in this game, which is what you want to do because he is the new generation's best athlete. Quote unquote, the new Messi Ronaldo in terms of how great of a player he is.
Yeah.
But he was completely neutralized this game. He was more out there looking like a decoy to open up space for other guys. And he did what he needed to do. They got the scores that they needed because again they got the talent everywhere, man.
Chris,
you're talking Griezmann, you're talking Dembele, you're talking Giroud.
These quarterfinals all have
man.
best players.
Best
in the world,
players, man. I mean France. if I had to pick,
Congratulations.
I had to pick right now, I think France will repeat. But that all depends on who wins. The next the semi.
Well,
the
it's the Final
semifinal
Four
round.
now. Yeah, I
Right.
call it semi. I don't like the semifinal. I call it Final Four.
The Final
now.
Four. Yeah.
The semi sounds like something else for somebody. I don't know. Maybe it's American sports got me fucked up.
Yeah. But
congratulations to France. They're 2-1. They'll move on.
right.
And we're gonna go now to
Sucks for England, man, because England again, very very talented.
Yeah.
You're talking Harry Kane, Foden, Bukayo Saka. You're
Sterling.
talking Bellingham, Henderson, Sterling.
Rashford.
Grealish. I mean, just top to bottom, man.
They did well though. I thought they did well. At least they didn't look weak.
No, they
and get
didn't.
blown out by fucking France.
They
They
didn't.
played all the way to the top, and you just didn't capitalize.
Right.
The chance was there to beat them.
Yeah.
Or at least tie and make this damn thing interesting.
Right,
But
and they could have easily gone to penalties. And then, France probably would have won that, but at least you would have gone into penalties, given it a little bit more time,
Yeah.
add more suspense to it.
That's all right.
But, the whole capitalization of opportunities was not there.
anyway, I couldn't take another extra time game. I couldn't. I'm exhausted.
I know.
All
I
right,
know.
we had it with the Argentina game. We had it with the Brazil game.
Yes.
These are long 30-minute extra times before
Yes.
even the freaking penalty kick. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted this game to be over already. Just get me out of here.
Yeah.
All right. So.
yeah, exactly.
So
and you can you imagine the players?
Oh God, yeah, they're
Jesus
cramping up and everything.
Christ,
which,
man.
thank God, which the next game, the Cinderella of this tournament,
Yes.
is the Moroccans.
Morocco's, man. Oof.
These guys who now are the Cinderella, the ones with the shoe now,
Absolutely.
the
Absolutely.
only African team left, and the one that's reached the furthest in the history of this great sport,
Right.
and representing the Arab nation
Right.
of all Arab nations is going to be them, which
Right.
I am so intrigued and happy for.
Right.
That again, when you consider a World Cup, you want all the participants,
Right. Right.
Every nationality. I love every culture,
Ethnicity.
your language. I don't
Right.
care.
Right.
And it's good to
And
see.
it's so soothing to see that they're there.
It's all that. But
It's
look how
their-
they're celebrating.
Right,
A
right.
country's pride just bursting. We had that opportunity 8 years ago with Costa Rica, where a small nation of 3 million people is absolutely ecstatic.
Right.
It's just crying, and the whole country stops. It's a holiday until this sport is over.
Yes.
And that's what Morocco is feeling right now.
Yes.
They have played terrific ball. They win that game 1-0.
Yep.
Great defense by them. They neutralized Portugal.
Yes.
And listen,
Portugal had plenty of opportunities.
plenty of
to
opportunities.
score. Now,
And obviously the big one that is the big news that why
Right.
Ronaldo hasn't played and didn't play
Right.
against the Swiss game.
Right.
And they blew them out anyway. But we got to go into depth because I was at the barbershop over at Touch of Perfection with man Ed again over there in New Tampa.
right.
It seems like, and they don't follow soccer like the way we follow soccer. Fine, I understand. But they started talking about, yo, man, I can't believe they didn't play Messi because he's old.
Ronaldo, you mean?
Ronaldo.
Right.
Sorry. No, that's not what happened. Not the fact that he's old and 37, going to be 38. The fact is that he comes with a laundry list of all the shit that he's done on the field and off the field, and the disrespect to the coach and disrespect to his players, and basically a disrespect to his country on top of that. And I'm not even going to go to the club with Manchester United
Right.
on what happened in that debacle.
Right.
All right, there's a level of standard if you're a professional, and I don't give a shit if you're Cristiano Ronaldo, if you're Lionel Messi. If you do shit like that, then you know what? And the coach says you're gonna sit down, then you sit down.
Yeah.
That's the coach.
Yeah. And the problem is,
Period.
the problem is when you've been lauded as the best or the greatest or whatever it is, you feel like you're holier than thou.
Yeah.
And it comes with the territory because again, you've never heard the word no or you can't in your lifetime, But Ronaldo
He does these petty things, and it's disrespectful.
Right.
You don't account for the other teammates that you have.
Right.
It's always about you. The Manchester United game, I think even the one, the Manchester United game where he left the field before the game was over. That is like blasphemy in soccer.
Right.
You stay to the end. You shake the hands of the other guys, and you keep it moving. You don't walk off because you got upset.
Right.
They subbed you out, just like he got upset the game before Swiss that he got subbed out. That's where the beef really started.
Right.
So he's like, yo, I'm the coach. I need to get somebody in there
with fresh legs
to finish out. You're 37 years old. I can't have you running around.
I need you for the next game.
I need you for the next game. We got it under control.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can't handle a sub?
Yeah.
Sub in or a sub out?
Look, what I will say is this.
Ridiculous.
The team in terms of Portugal, top to bottom. I don't want to hear about all these other clubs or other selection teams that Portugal's not as good. No, Portugal is just as good as everybody else. That's why they were in the quarterfinals. When it comes to talent, Portugal has the talent. Okay, so I don't want to hear anything about Messi has this or Mbappe has that, and
they all got it.
CR7's got to do it all himself.
Yeah.
No, he does not. No, he does not. Because the prior game against Switzerland, Ramos scored a hat trick against Switzerland, and Switzerland is no pushover. You know what I'm saying? So he got a hat trick. You beat the hell out of them 6-1. So that level of talent is there. I don't want to hear it.
They had the opportunities.
Now,
a couple of them hit the poste.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They had the opportunities to win the game, and then finally he subs him in.
What I will say is this: when Ronaldo did come into the game, the tempo of the game completely changed because,
of course, because of him.
Now, what I would have done, right, is not expect Ronaldo to be my scorer, but I would expect him to draw the attention of the defense because he's out there. Use him as a decoy and explain that to him, and it looked like it was working because Bruno Fernandes was back there playing fucking safety, and your ass is supposed to be in the front, Bruno. What are we doing in the back here? But he was setting it up. He was the one doing all of these setups, passing and playing defense at the same time, and Ronaldo was still up there in the front. But the dynamic of the game changed when he came in.
Now,
so they started to attack a lot more.
To his credit, though, he did pass the ball.
Yes, he did.
I give him credit. There
Yes,
you
he
go.
did.
Get
Yes,
the
he
other
did.
guys involved. That nice little tip back in the box when the guy passed, he tipped it back to him,
and
he
con la
launched
zurda,
it.
he bam
Almost.
and the goalie blocked it. Mr. Bono, whatever the fuck his name is.
That is what we need, Cristiano. That's what we need. Get in there.
Yep.
He had his opportunities too. He missed it. Fine, no problem.
Yep.
But again, we're not questioning your talent. That's not what we're arguing here. We're questioning your respect to your teammates or your fellow countrymen in this particular case.
Right.
And the respect for the coach who's been there for 12 years, basically since you've been there.
Right.
Okay? This type of behavior is unacceptable. And then people in the barbershop were telling me, nah, we understand what he did, but you punish him after the World Cup.
No.
How are you going to punish him after the World Cup? There is no more World Cup for him.
Right.
There is no more World Cup. There's no punishment big enough that you're going to slap Ronaldo in the hand for it. No, you punish him right there.
Yeah.
You're going to sit down because I have 25 other guys on the roster that have to set an example.
Right. Who are hungry to be on the field.
Okay? So, yes, we love you, Cristiano. You're fellow Portuguese, man.
Yep.
But
we owe you the world for
I owe
whatever.
it to them who are the next generation who are going to carry this fucking team when you're long gone.
Right.
So, I applaud the coach, Santos, for that.
Right.
Good for you. You stood by your values and you move on.
Yep.
And that was a tough loss for them.
Yep.
And Morocco, they're just flying high.
Yep.
What a great goal!
Yeah.
By I can't pronounce his name. His first name is Joseph.
Yeah.
That boy is like 6'8".
Yeah.
Just completely
his
jumped
header
over these dudes.
His header looked a lot like a young Cristiano Ronaldo when he was in Madrid, and dude, he jumped over his opponent like a freaking gazelle.
Yeah.
Completely overjumped his opponent and the goalie. I was like, wow.
Look,
amazing.
It was terrific.
Amazing.
And that's what you do. That early goal in the first half, you put the pressure on them.
Yes.
And that's where it was squeezing Portugal now.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Because they went into the locker room. They went into the locker room probably pissed off because they allowed that goal. And now their backs are against the wall.
It was excellent. And they almost put it away.
Yes.
What do we call those? The fast break? Oh.
Right. It was a complete fast break and a header situation that they could have gotten in. So the score really could have been 3-0.
It could have been, yeah.
But Portugal also lost. Pepe's header didn't go in.
Yeah.
Ramos's header did not go in. And I will be the first to admit, had that been Cristiano Ronaldo on that header instead of Ramos, that ball would have gone in. Because Cristiano is a head master. He knows how to throw headers in.
Right.
And they lost that opportunity there. So that's 2 goal situations that you lost. So that score really could have been 3-2 or 2-2 or whatever it is. And you gotta, gone extra time. So again, Portugal had their opportunities to win this game.
Yep.
They did not capitalize. And credit to Morocco's defense, man. Morocco played a tremendous amount of detail. They were using their legs.
Hold the line.
My God,
I love it.
you can see the difference. You can see the difference in the players as far as their physique.
The exasperation.
Yes.
They were tired.
Yes.
And crying.
Yes.
And at the end of the day.
Yes.
As this game comes to an end.
Yep. Just to get.
And they walk off the field, Chris.
I know.
And starts la lágrimas de cocodrilo. You know who?
I feel.
Llorando como una perra.
I feel a little bad because Ronaldo.
Look at this. Chris. Look at this. Look at this. Llora con la gran puta. Llora, yeah. Cry. Go back to your cave. Vete a la mierda con la gran puta. Y aprende la próxima vez.
Well,
Aprende la próxima vez. And there won't be another one anymore.
He won't have another time. So
there won't be no more.
So it sucks. I personally, and I said this in my other chats, I would have loved to see a final between Portugal and Argentina.
A final?
That would have been absolutely. That would have been the
Super
Bowl of Super Bowls when it comes to
People
World
Cup.
Cup.
Been nuts. Yeah.
And
I don't even think that's even possible.
I think people. It would have.
They would have faced each other at some point. I don't know about the finals.
It would have gone to the finals. It would have gone to the finals.
Let me see. Let me look at the bracket.
It would have gone to the finals.
If they would have won, they would have faced France. Yes, they could have. Yeah.
It would have been Argentina, Portugal. Yeah. Can you imagine Messi versus Ronaldo? Yep. Do you know the level of?
And that means one of them guaranteed would have won their World Cup.
Exactly.
Would have been great.
Exactly.
But it did not happen because the only one that stays alive, and that's who we translate to the next game. Chris, give me what I need, sir. Give me what I need. Because now we start with the Argentines, and Leo Messi was angry.
Yes, he
before
was.
that game.
Yes, he was. Very angry.
People were talking shit in the Netherlands.
Yep.
And that's what pissed him off.
Yep. And
you're going to see at the end where he steps up to the technical from the coach.
Yep.
You, Mr. Mark Mensch, talk about the Argentina was that
played dirty,
playing dirty and all that.
Look, man,
you see, obviously you didn't know what happened before the game,
right?
Huh? And Messi stood up for his team.
Yep.
In the post-game interview.
Yep.
And told them, cállate, bobo. Cállate, bobo. Sigue para allá, bobo. Give me the remix, Chris. For everybody.
Anda para allá, bobo. Mira, bobo. Anda para allá, bobo.
Anda para allá, bobo.
Mira, bobo. Anda para allá, bobo.
He told him, what are you looking at, asshole?
Yeah.
Keep moving, asshole.
And stop talking shit. Because I'm the best.
Anda para allá, bobo.
I'm the best.
Mira, bobo. Mira, bobo.
Give that remix. Give it up, bobo. Give it up, bobo.
Mira, bobo. Mira, bobo. Mira, bobo. Mira,
bobo. Hueputa.
Mira, bobo.
Dímelo, bobo.
Anda para allá, bobo.
Dale para allá,
Anda para allá, the last South American team in the World Cup, Argentina. Los boludos de Argentinos.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So they got a very tough road ahead of them, all right?
So
they really do.
Let me tell you something. A lot of beef, a lot of sub-parties, Chris.
Yes.
Sub-tension.
Yes, a lot, absolutely.
That got leaked out into the public with the technical, which is the manager, whatever his name is, of Van Gaal, whatever his name is.
Yes.
From the Netherlands was talking shit that Messi ain't nobody. He put that out there. Don't worry about it. We're game planning. Messi basically a pretender. He doesn't. He doesn't. What's the game? He doesn't.
He's not going to affect the game like you think he is.
He's not going to affect the game like you think he is.
Right. And
wow.
That's going to piss off a guy like Messi.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And we get it that Messi's humble. He's quiet. He don't really like much beef. Oh my God! Did that lit a fire under this little guy?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And he proved it, Chris, on that first assist. to get Argentina on the board.
Absolutely. To Molina.
I mean, that pass, they're still talking about that pass. And this is
I
my
told you when I saw it.
when I yell about Messi and, you got your Messi, this is the difference of player that Lionel Messi can do. He is a table setter. I don't know how many times do I have to explain to you people and get your fanatic shit out of the way with your Ronaldo blindness and your bullshit.
Right.
This is the type of player that I love in soccer or football. The guy who can dribble, take care of the fast break,
create his own
space.
Yep.
He creates his own shot and creates for others. That pass was basically passed through a needle, Chris.
Yeah.
Perfectly. It was so perfect that the goalie, by the time he realized the ball got through, he went like this, like, oh shit.
Yeah.
He didn't even know where to go. By the time Molina got the ball, all he had to do was just tap it.
Yeah.
And this is the type of precision, greatness by this man.
Yeah.
And right away took the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, absolutely.
And automatically put the pressure now. Because that's the thing with soccer. When you get that first goal out of the way, it automatically sets a 5-star alarm into the team.
Absolutely.
That now you have to score.
Yep.
And the Netherlands had their shots. And actually, it was very boring. They had no game plan until they made their adjustments.
Well, I mean, the Netherlands, believe it or not, had more time of possession than Argentina.
Yes, because most of it was in the second half when they went big.
Right.
So I felt like a basketball game. It was like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah,
we're going to go big on these guys. And that's when they had the two tall dudes.
Right.
The midfielder and the delantero, the striker.
Right.
These guys were two fucking giants going for headers and passing and boxing out.
Yep.
And that was a good plan by the Netherlands. I give them credit for that.
Yeah.
And
because
they
for the most part, Argentina, the entire team is, kind of small.
Yes, Argentina had no answer.
Yeah.
And they put the pressure all of the second half on Argentina. For some reason, Argentina was just like, oh, shit, we have to defend.
Yep.
They finally got that goal late by the big guy who puts in the header.
Right. That was Weghorst.
Yes.
Now, Messi did score his penalty kick.
Yes, there was a penalty.
On the 73rd minute.
There was
made it 2-0 at that point.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So it was 2-0. We think Argentina's coasting, right? 75 minutes left in the game.
Yep.
I'm saying to myself, that's it. This game is over.
Pretty much a wrap. Yeah.
And the Netherlands came right back in.
Yep.
On the 83rd minute, they got the header from Weghorst.
Which was expected. I was expecting that.
Right.
I was not expecting a 2-0 bow.
Right.
And they do nothing. I saw them attacking.
Well, I was kind of expecting it because up to that point, when Messi scored his penalty kicks, the Netherlands really weren't attacking the way I would think they were.
Until they made the adjustment. When they put the two big guys in.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, let's just give them that goal.
Right.
That's what I thought as a fan. All right, you got your goal.
Right.
Let's close it up.
Right.
Well, guess what?
When they went to extra time, not really extra time. After the 90th minute, it was an additional 10 minutes.
This is where I screamed. I put it in the chat right away when it happened.
Right.
This is bullshit.
Right.
Where did you get 10 minutes from? Because that referee, too, was another piece of shit who constantly was talking to the players. All right, let me tell you something. Let me explain to you why I gave you the yellow card.
Right.
Let me explain to you why. It's just, there was no fights except for the part where
the brawl. But I didn't think that altercation warranted 10 minutes.
10 minutes, right. So that's when he kicked the ball to the bench. Oh,
yeah. That was pretty funny.
They were talking shit. And basically, the guy kicks the ball in the direction of the bench, where obviously the direction of the manager is there.
Right.
Because they all feel a certain way about what was said before the game. So there's bad blood now.
Yep.
All right. Now, at the time, I didn't know about that kind of beef. And I was like, oh, shit, you can't hit the ball.
Right.
Like a missile.
That could be grounds for ejection.
Grounds for ejection.
Absolutely. You got to be very careful how you do that.
Yeah. So I said, okay, fine. Here we go. They did some, they sorted everything out, and Virgil basically bounced to some guy to the fucking ground, and that was funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, we go back to get the 10 minutes, right? And here we go. And our dad said it too. He was like, yo, this is going to give an opportunity to these guys to score the goal.
Absolutely. That's way too much time.
And what fucking happened, Chris?
Absolutely.
On the 10th minute.
Yep.
Here comes the foul. It's the last play of the overtime. Basically, referee said, this is it. You missed it. The game's over.
Yep.
I'm going to give you this opportunity.
Right. And here they come.
I got to give the Netherlands credit, though, too.
Yep.
Nobody would have thought that strategy, Chris.
No
way. To okie doke them. What I'm looking for, the word?
Yeah, the okie doke.
The okie doke.
It was the okie doke.
The guy goes in for the kick. He the wall jumps up and he passes the ball underneath the wall, but it was like a slow motion, what we call the change-up. Like a change-up.
Yeah.
Usually it's a bullet flying through there. So he timed it perfectly that by the time they jumped up, they couldn't go back down to stop the ball that was just basically floating
underneath them. Yep.
And here comes the striker.
Yep.
Gets the ball with one defender behind him, just taps it in.
Yep.
Tie game.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And let me tell you.
Great strategy. It's a great strategy.
They had Argentina on the ropes right there, Chris.
Yep.
Because the entire stadium blanketed out.
Yeah.
It was a shot to the solar plexus. They were done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
because Argentina has tasted defeat like this before.
Kind of defeat. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So for them, it's like, oh my God, it's happening again. So that I understand. That's why the sound, excuse me.
Yeah.
That the sound was deafening. That the silence from Argentina fans was deafening because I thought it was the same thing. I said, "Oh shit,
they're gonna
not
blow
good."
it. Then they give them we go to extra time.
Extra time.
And what happened in the extra time? The Netherlands takes their foot off the pedal.
Yes.
And they let Argentina come back, being the aggressor. If you notice, they were the ones, the corner kicks and the shot on goal, corner kick, shot on goal, free kick.
Yeah.
The Netherlands never put the pressure to apply to them when you punch them in the solar plexus.
Yeah. Yeah.
You let them come back, and then finally, I think after like the 15th minute, the crowd came back.
Right.
They started screaming their chants because you could hear a needle drop in that place.
Argentina had 8 corner kicks.
They were against the ropes right there, and the Netherlands just
let them back in.
completely just play conservative. We're going to play for the tie, it looks like.
Yep.
They held off Argentina and off to the penalty kick. So they figured that if we get to the penalty kicks, we have a great shot of winning.
Yeah.
That's what the Netherlands thought.
And another shout out to going into the penalty kicks, Emiliano Martinez, bro.
One hell of a fucking
Martinez,
goalie.
Wow.
And right now, let's talk about the penalty kick.
Yep.
So right off the bat, the first one, boom.
I don't know what juju that man has, but he is blocking more fucking shots than ever.
You know where that stems from, Chris? That goes back to the Copa America.
Copa America, yeah.
Where he was the one
talking all that
up
shit.
The team, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to fucking win for Messi. Y si yo me tengo que cagarme la maldita madre tuya, la gran puta. He
concha
lifted
negra.
La concha negra de tu hermana. That's how they talk over there. La concha negra.
Yep.
I don't want to explain what that means in English. I'd rather just leave that. You guys Google it.
Yep, Google it.
All right. So when he played that game against Colombia and he eliminated that, and then the Copa America finals, where this guy single-handedly carried Argentina and beat Brazil on the penalties, blocked the penalties.
Yep.
And they raised the cup of Copa America.
Well,
the Southern American champion.
It was Emmy in the penalties, but it was also Di Maria, Angel Di Maria, which I found weird that he didn't play
Copa America. Raised. And what happens? It gets transferred over to the World Cup. Yeah. He said, "Team, come on my shoulders. I'm gonna take care of this."
Yeah.
And he blocks the first 2 fucking kicks, Chris.
Yeah.
Messi goes in there, gets his kick in there. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
And they leave Lauro Martinez, who's their big striker also.
Yes.
You're going to be the last guy.
Yep.
In case we need you to close it.
He actually, the first kick he blocked was Virgil's kick.
Yes.
So
and Virgil never does penalty kicks. Why did they put him up there?
Well, I guess because he's the captain.
No. Van Gaal se cree que la gran mierda, Mr. Coach. Yeah. Okay, Van Gaal.
I found it weird that Memphis didn't take a shot. Maybe he was.
No, he was subbed out.
He was subbed out. That's what it was.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye, Memphis.
He was subbed out. So it was Van der Jack who got blocked. Steven Berghuis, he got blocked. Koopman Miners, Weghurst, and Luke de Jong made their kicks. But by the time Luke de Jong made his kick, the final kick for Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah, it was a wrap.
He made his, and that was a wrap.
Great game.
So Argentina missed one kick.
Yes.
But at the end of it, they won 4-3.
4-3.
And
off we go.
Argentina advances.
Yeah.
So
congratulations, Argentina. Congratulations to Messi. And then this is where we get to the end where everyone's hugging and crying and whatever. Messi actually walks to the bench side of the Netherlands to talk to the coach.
Right.
And told him, hey, I heard what you said. You cocksucker.
Right.
That shit wasn't funny. So I come in here to tell you personally that
Yep.
you stink.
Yep.
And I did the job here, and I got you eliminated. Don't
Yep.
you ever talk shit to me like that ever in tu puta vida.
Yep.
That's what basically you told him. They had to translate it to Van Gogh.
Yep.
And then you had the assistants there blocking in the way, and basically told him, "You're a fucking piece of shit. I'll
Yep.
see you when I see you."
Yep. And then he basically told them, "Give me that bobo."
Yeah.
Anda, anda pa' allá, bobo.
Yeah.
Mira, bobo.
Yeah.
Anda, anda pa' allá, bobo.
And that came, hold up, and that came in Messi's press conference at the
Yes.
when they after the game.
Yeah.
He was talking, and Van Gogh now walks to his press conference.
Yes.
Stare like on a stare down, like yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And that's when you get this quote. He's like,
Yeah.
"Mira, oh, what the fuck are you looking at? Get the
Yep.
fuck out of here, cocksucker."
Yep.
Oh, that was beautiful, bro.
Yep.
Oh, that is the spirit of the game.
Yep. Very
Passion. Very out of character
Very out of character.
from Messi.
That's what I wanted to add. It's very,
Very
out of character. And the only thing I will say,
Attaboy, Messi.
it was in the middle of an interview. You
Yeah.
gotta, I would have
respect.
I would have done, like
Yeah.
some shit like that. But he at least he didn't curse or act a fool. I mean, he's Argentinian. I don't think he would have said anything stupid.
No, Messi's got class.
Right.
He's not going to sound like an absolute thug. Give me the ball.
But, yeah.
I love it.
Yep.
Oh, that was great.
But
I was like,
he
good
did-
for you, Lionel
Yeah,
Messi.
he did stand up for
Good
himself.
for you.
He did stand up for
Stand up
himself.
for himself, stand up for his team and for his country. You know, this is a match of professionalism. Not you talking shit in the back pages.
Yes.
You piece of shit. Take your ass up out of here.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
Big issue with.
And you wake up
with
the
that.
sleeping little giant.
Like-
Out of all teams, you're going to poke fun of Lionel Messi?
Right. And I don't know if it was the coach's strategy or whatever it was.
I don't know, man.
It
It
backfired.
wasn't very good.
It backfired.
It wasn't very good because
It
the whole
backfired.
team heard it. It started the beef in the sideline thing. I told
Right.
you he sends a missile to the bench.
Right.
But listen, I was at the edge of my seat, Chris.
Yep.
And this was an exciting weekend.
Yep. So
which sets up now the Final Four.
Right.
You got the Final Four that I got it here.
the Final Four is Argentina versus Croatia.
Yes, that'll be the game.
And then it'll be
the
France against Morocco. And let me tell you this right now. I want Morocco to win.
Absolutely, I always go for the underdog.
I want Morocco to win.
I want France out of there.
I will be cheering for
Take your-
Morocco.
Take your French baguettes out
Yeah.
of here. Get the fuck out of here. And goodbye,
Now,
France. You've already done your shit.
Do I think France is going to mop the floors with them? Possibly. Because France has just that much power. However,
well, let's see
Morocco-
the pressure, the Cinderella issue.
exactly.
Maybe that
exactly.
little magic, the little fairy dust.
There's no
gets
pressure
on their
on
shoulders.
them. There's no pressure
Yeah.
on them. They have nothing
And
to
France
lose.
chokes.
Yes, they have nothing to lose. France has everything to lose because you are the defending champs.
I love
the
it.
pressure is on you now to take care of the Cinderella story.
Yep.
Don't let Cinderella come into your party and stomp your asses out.
Yep.
And they have the ability to do it.
It's gonna be
They
great.
got the speed. They got the agility. They got the footwork to do it.
Yep.
All right. They may not have the finesse, right? They may not have the finesse like France does, or any other European nation.
Right.
But they got that it factor. They're scrappy as hell.
Lightning in the
And
bottle.
they got home field advantage.
Yes.
They
Yes.
literally have home field advantage.
Yes. They got. That's gonna
They've been playing in that fucking weather, in that nasty, hot, steamy, fucking God knows type of weather.
and their fans are gonna show up there. man.
Absolutely.
Not only from their country,
From
but from
everywhere
every
else.
Arabic nation
every
in
Arab,
Africa
every Muslim nation.
are gonna basically come together
I mean, I would hope so. I would hope that
and support
they would go out there and support
Morocco to try to get this done and beat the French.
But who knows?
And beat the French.
Yeah, let's beat them.
All right.
Yeah,
No more French kisses.
I'm going
No
for-
more French fries.
Yeah.
No more fucking croissants.
No more.
The little hat that they fucking wear. What do they call that, Chris? The little faggy hat that they wear.
No more. What's the other one? The little flapjack that they have. What is that
I don't
shit
know.
called?
I don't
man?
know. Get that all out of the way, and let's beat the French.
Yeah, it's their version of pancakes.
Let's beat the French.
It's their version of pancakes. I can't remember the goddamn name.
So
What
we
the
have
fuck?
one South American country, which
Yes.
we would like to say that it's a Latino country, but
Right.
that's neither here nor there.
Right.
We got 2 European countries left, which is Croatia and
one
France,
African.
and 1 African country
Yes.
representing for the first time in the history of the World Cup.
of the World Cup.
FIFA.
Yep. Yep.
Congratulations.
And I know a lot of fanatics, a lot of World Cup fanatics, a lot of the I'm a football savant and I've been watching football. Morocco passing to the next round is bad for the World Cup. No, it is fucking not.
No,
it is not.
Not the World Cup.
I'll put it to you in these terms, all right? When the United States, all right, when it was Michael Jordan playing in the Dream Team, the United States would whoop the fucking shit out of everyone else in the world. When the Dream Team or whatever, the United States team, because they weren't called the Dream Team back then. That was when, that was the early 90s. We're talking the year 2000. When the Dream Team finally lost, the rest of the world said, we can finally beat them. We can finally be a part of being part of this gold medal that the United States has been whooping our asses for, okay? And this is what that means for every African nation, that they can say to themselves, we can be the next Morocco, all right? We can get to the Final Four, or we can get to the finals. We can be the ones representing.
To raise the cup.
Yes,
yeah, raise the cup.
To raise
finally.
the cup.
There will be, no African nation has ever won the World Cup.
Never.
So I'm rooting for the impossible. Absolutely.
Almost 100 years already.
Unless you go against Argentina, then it's all bets off.
And if they do go against Argentina, Morocco's.
I want Leo to get it.
I want Leo to get it too, but that's going to be tough.
So
that's going to be tough.
We'll see what happens.
It's going to be tough. Whoever wins that game between France and Morocco, whoever wins that game.
Come on, Morocco.
And if they go up against, Argentina or Croatia, I'm hoping it's Argentina, but Croatia is no pushover. Argentina's got their hands full with Croatia.
So
there's a lot of no-name, really good talent in Croatia.
So it's already up here. It's December 13th, 2 o'clock. I was wondering when it wasn't why 1 o'clock. What the hell? That's the pregame where they put that on the TV.
Oh, gotcha.
So again, I was like, why did they change the time? They've been accurate with the times the whole time. So it's really both games are at 2 o'clock.
At 2 o'clock.
One's
at
on the 13th.
Same time.
No. One's on the 13th. One's on the 14th. The next day.
Oh, right.
So give us a little break.
Yeah. I thought it would be the same.
You don't want
time.
to give us a fucking heart attack in the same day. Poor countries. And the fans like us, we're in the edge of our seats, bro. Like this weekend was pretty good. Pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's very good.
Excellent.
Very good.
Well, there you have it, guys. Chris, get us the fuck us up out of here. Messi, estamos contigo. Adelante contigo, papá. Let's do it for South America. Let's do it for you because I want you to have it. And if you don't get it, it's okay.
Vos no boludo.
But yeah, right. But one more time, Chris, on the exit, give me a little remix of Lionel Messi one more time.
Oh my God. So we're gonna.
No sea tan bobo. Vaya para allá. Vaya para allá.
Anda para allá, bobo. Que mira, bobo.
Subscribe. Do what you have to do.
Absolutely.
Hit the like button.
Leave your comments.
Leave your comments. Give me everything you need. We'll answer it back.
Remember where you can find us.
All right?
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio,
Yes, sir.
Amazon Music, and obviously YouTube. So make sure you leave your comments.
Argentina.
All my World Cup people, give it to me.
Vámonos. Good job, Messi.
Que mira, bobo. Anda para allá, bobo.
Anda para allá. We love you all. Good night.
JD CeeLo Podcast, and we are out.
A la mierda contigo.